Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am so excited to come to you today with another fresh new episode for your Friday. We're recording this one real time, late night here on Thursday, and it has been another busy week in the business and just rocking and rolling through spring rush, just like many of you are. And I'm happy to come to you this weekend, going into the weekend here strong. And it's been a rough week as far as just not morale goes, but it's just been busy. The schedule hasn't gone as planned. We had two guys go down where our main foreman mowing went down with strep throat on Tuesday, and that if you have had strep, guys, that's rough. And so put them out Tuesday to Thursday, coming back today hopefully, and we'll get bang out a good last day of the week here. But we had two landscape installs to do. We had 3 maintenance projects to do this week, so in landscape maintenance. So we had a pretty booked week for that on the agenda, and so we have been running 2 crews of 2 and 2 so far, but our second landscape guy is part-time right now. So it's just the challenges of growth, and I would say that, is that something we can talk about today? Is that something that you would tune into and listen to the whole episode? Because I think the challenges of growth are something that we're realizing right now, and it's real time, unedited. This is like, guys, this came to my head 30 seconds ago, and this is what we're going to get into today. No notes prepared. We're just going to rock and roll through this and kind of explain exactly like what we're going through and see if maybe you're in that position. If you're heading towards this position, give you some heads up and things like that. So the growth, the reason I was back to my story, and then we'll get into that, but busy week. Our second landscape guy is only part-time right now, so it's just getting through this next 3 to 4 weeks is going to be weird scheduling. But once we get 2 full-time mowing, 2 full-time landscaping, then I think we're going to be able to actually hit our stride and roll through summer and fall that way, because I'm going to be able to devote a lot of my time to selling and estimating more, and then getting projects started, laying them out and things like that, and then to focus on training as well. And we've talked on the show before about training, and I'll probably get into that a little bit today, just because that is part of the growth process. And so I want to talk on that just a tad, but that's where my time is probably going to go is we're going to focus on estimating and selling work, and then training our employees. And so that is kind of where we're at in business. I hope that you guys are growing. I hope that this has been a really good spring rush for you. It has been an awesome start to the year for us. It's definitely had its challenges, but we're at the end of Q1, heading into Q2 strong. You probably got your tax bill from last year. If you made money, you had to pay taxes. And I would always say, if you got to pay taxes, it means you made money. So that's a good thing. Obviously, you want to find you an accountant that can get you as low as possible. But guys, a lot of you are still young in business. And so the reason I say that is hey, let's be relatable for a minute. I'm still young in business, and we are finally getting over the hump now. We're in year 6, and so I'm getting over the hump now to where I don't need to show as much profit in my company anymore. I can dwindle it down a little bit. I can use some more deductions, write things off a little bit differently, and obviously seek advice from your accountant on any of this. But the first years in business, you really want to have you want to show as much profit as you can, because that is what you're if you want to build any credit at all, you want to buy a house, you want to build a mortgage, anything like that, your business tax returns need to look good, because that is you. If you don't have a W-2, most likely you don't in years 1 to 4. You're probably not an S corp, so you're just taking owner's draws from your company, and your tax return needs to look pretty healthy. And so we're finally to the point now where I've been taking a W-2 for a full year now. And so I have my own income that I show for just like a job. And then if we ever want to do anything as far as another mortgage or whatever credit down the road, then I have that now. And so the business is not as dependent on, my future, our credit future is not so dependent on the profit of the company. And so obviously the goal is just, hey, grow profits as much as you can. Like you want to grow profits and you don't even want to use credit, but hey, you leverage, you use it to grow. And so that's not the debate and topic we're getting into today. We've done plenty of shows on that. That's not the road I'm going down today though. And so as you go through business, navigate through the first couple of years, like you want to show a lot of profit. We finally are to the point where I can write off a little more. So if you got your tax bill, where I was going with all this, if you got your tax bill and you had to pay a lot of money, it's okay. It means you showed profit. It means you made profit. And the problem, though, is if you made profit but you don't see profit, you don't have it in your bank account, where did it go? That's the issue. That's where you need to get it in line with a good bookkeeper. You need to get somebody like the landscaping bookkeeper to help you out there. Megan and Joey are awesome. I use them every month. Every month we have a meeting. I'm a paying customer of theirs. I love their service. I could not speak more highly of it. If you check them out, let them know that we sent you, and I believe it saves you some money there as well. So just get a bookkeeper. Like, this is the time. Get it right fresh out of this past tax season. Get your first Q1 up to date. It's not too much of a backlog for them to work through. So get up, sign up with them, get on their schedule, their rotation. And it's going to take you 10 to 12, 14 months to get in a good groove with them, to get a good history, see how your business flows and things, and get good data. And then as that goes, then they can really start projecting cash flow, things like that. So anyway, a long-winded first 5 minutes, 6 minutes to lead to where I want to go today. The challenges of business growth, and we are in the very, very minute stages of growth, very, very beginning. And so a lot of you guys are probably going bigger companies than me. You have more guys than me. You've gone through all of this stuff, and hey, I'll take any advice you can give. Any advice you got, I'll take it, and I'm just going to take it and give it back to our audience as well. So where we're at right now is like, let me give you a little backstory for just 2 minutes, and then we'll kind of walk through our journey. The rundown. If you don't follow along on like the day-to-day Instagram stories with us, you don't see a lot of the day-to-day. So what we are is like, we're a lawn and landscape company. We are mainly maintenance, and we've started growing our landscape side very, very heavy the past really 16 months. And so we're starting to be consistently booked out with that. Like, we have a full-time landscape crew now and a full-time lawn maintenance crew. And this is the first year we're able to book out that totally. We're not, when I say totally booked, we're probably like 3.5 to 4 days of landscape totally booked out. And then our fourth day is probably going to be like a shop day, maintenance day, just get things kind of tied it up. It's just unbillable time, probably. I don't want to use a full day of unbillable time, but we're probably going to use 6 to 8 hours, maybe somewhere in there, maybe 4 to 6. I don't know. This is the challenge of growth, figuring this stuff out, right? And so where we are, that's where we're at. We have 2 guys that are mowing. We have 2 guys that are landscaping. I was going to run a 3-man mow crew this year, but I believe we're going to be able to get everything done with 2. We've had a few cancellations that have actually worked in our favor this year. Excuse me. We've picked up some good clients. We haven't picked up as much mowing as I would like, if I'm being honest. I think I would like more mowing, but I am enjoying the amount of landscape that we're picking up, so that's good as well. I want to grow the landscape side. I don't want to get rid of the mowing side, but I tell you what, the mowing is it's a hassle. It's good cash flow. There's good profit in it if you do it right. But like this week, we had the sicknesses, we had just delays, like just little things. We had equipment go down. We probably spent 8 hours between fixing trailer lights and a push mower. And so it's like, that stuff just eats into your mow schedule. If you have 4.5 days of mowing, like, you're getting really pinched for time if something like that happens. And so, as with land, the opposition to that, the opposite of that, is you go to the landscape side, and you can push a project back. You can delay that schedule a little bit. You can add more room in between your scheduled jobs. So if you want to schedule a job for Monday and say, hey, I'm going to be here till Wednesday, but I'm not going to schedule another job until next Monday, then like, hey, you can hold on to some filler work, pull them forward if you want to. If you have a new project, you can pull them forward. Like, you can always schedule further than you need to be and pull them forward and make that customer really happy. And so you can't do that in mowing. You got like 4 or 5 days to get everything done. You got to get it done. If you miss, they get mad. And so like that stuff just adds up. It's just like, oh, it gets annoying. So I was going to run a 3-man mow crew. Decided that we've lost a couple. I think we're going to be able to do everything with 2, and we're going to do it a lot more profitably that way. So we're trying to get 2-man dialed in a really good flow. And I would actually, this is part of the growth thing. So like the guys we have mowing are great at mowing, but we don't charge enough to do the extra services. Well, I don't know. We do charge. Like, it is factored in their price. But the time factor is the issue. Like, if we so here's where I'm going. And I actually want your feedback on this. If you would shoot me a DM or an email or something, you can ggreenlandscapes@gmail.com or a DM on Instagram. Let me know how you do this. I'm thinking right now to start, like, to save 1 day every 2 weeks or maybe half a day every week for our landscape crew to go do like weed pulling and like just bed maintenance, little things like that at our maintenance properties. We have like 75 or 80 maintenance properties. Probably about 50 of those, 45 to 50, require some sort of bed maintenance. And it just eats into our mow schedule time if we do that every single time we're there. But the customers get mad when it's not done, right? I mean, that's just part of it. But we don't have enough work to start a whole second mowing crew to free up time. And so I'm thinking about taking part of our landscape crew and actually sending them out maybe like half a day or a day every 2 weeks and doing this bed maintenance, pulling weeds, putting pre-emergence down, things like that throughout the year to keep up on this, and also like make our customer, it'll help our service increase drastically. And where we're at is like, I want to get our name to where people are referring our company very strongly. And right now, we just being honest, we don't have that. We have good service. We have great service. I have amazing customer service. That's where like I will shine, and I will take you to. I'll go to war with you over that. Like, if we break something, if something isn't to your satisfaction, we're gonna fix it. Like, if there's weeds that got missed or something, I'm going to be out there same day or first thing next day and get those taken care of for you. And so like that is part of what I take pride in. If we do miss something, it's going to be fixed. But I want to get to the point where like we just don't miss things and we have everything set up on a good schedule. So this is just part of growth, right? That's kind of our background. That's where we're at right now. So we're trying to figure out like, man, I have an old 1500, I have my 250, and we have the box truck. Well, the 1500, oh man, the 1500 cannot pull the skid with like a pallet of sod or dirt or anything in it like that. If you're going up and down hills or parking, putting in reverse, that trailer's so heavy it'll like pull the truck down. The truck doesn't weigh enough, and so we really need to get another 2500 or a 3500. And like we're trying to make the decision on what is the right version to get. Should I get a single cab? Should I get a double cab? Should I get a flatbed? Should I get a dump body? I've seen a lot of people say like, hey, when you pair a dump trailer with a dump truck, that's when you really see your profits in your business like explode, because you're able to take 2 different loads of material and move them efficiently in one trip. So like if I need mulch and rock or mulch and sod or whatever, I can put those in there and still move that efficiently as opposed to having to tarp it or pitchfork it off or whatever the material may be. And so I'm kind of in that limbo right now. Like, how do I do that? We're in the mode of how do we fill a full schedule? Like I said, we're 3.5 to 4 days probably of maintenance. What are we going to do with that 4th day? We can't just we can't just have a whole day of unbillable time every week. That's like, I don't know, $500 in labor a week I can't just eat that. And so we're figuring that out as well. We're figuring out profits, how we're going to spend our time, ins and outs in the mornings, organization. Like, we're on our property. This is our first year being at an actual location. It's not my basement. So like getting everything organized is also part of it, but then it's like, who has the time? We're busy. And so optimizing my schedule is really what I'm trying to do right now. And I think that's where I want to spend a ton of time in the next couple of weeks, because if we don't do that now, we're just going to keep running around like a chicken with our head cut off, and that's not going to get us anywhere. And so maybe this resonates with you. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just rambling. You can turn it off and tune into the next podcast or whatever you want to listen to today. But I'm just speaking through what we're going through right now and like trying to share the real, like the behind the scenes stuff of like growing is not easy. There's challenges along the way. Like growth sucks cash. We've talked about that on the show. You've heard a lot of different people talk about that on the show before.
In the world of lawn care, success hinges on managing expectations. At Lawntrepreneur Academy, we get it. Our commercial lawn contract is the tool that every pro needs. It's not just about mowing lawns, it's about clear communication and rock-solid agreements. Our contract covers it all, from seasonal upkeep to handling surprises. With customizable features, it's tailored to fit your business like a work glove. No more misunderstandings, just smooth sailing toward success. Get the Lawntrepreneur Academy's commercial lawn contract today and solve one of the biggest pain points in your business. The link is in the show description.
Well, they weren't lying. Growth definitely sucks cash. And again, we're in the very, very beginning stages of this, but our goal is to take the company to 680,000 this year. Whether we're going to hit that revenue goal or not, I don't know yet. We're still pushing. Like I said, we don't even have 4 full-time guys yet, so we're not at full capacity. We're gonna shoot for that number the absolute best we can, but I really want to focus on holding on to profits, and so that's what I'm trying to do my best about right now. And so, but cash has been tough. Like you're doing jobs that are big in size. So we've done $10,000, $11,000 jobs, and that's small to a lot of you, but like those are growth size jobs. Like we're starting to grow doing those. When you do those, we have like $3,500, $4,000 in material costs. Then like you're forking out $4,000, and you're gonna do your job and get paid maybe 3, 4, 5 days later, depending on the job. That money's gonna hit the bank, but then like you've got other jobs that are going on to do that during that. You've got fuel expenses, you've got loan payments, you've got subscription payments, you've got payroll. Like, guys, if you don't have any employees, you have one employee. Like, hey, I went from one employee over the winter, like it was me and one guy that we kept on all winter long. We're back into the spring road, so we've got 4 guys on payroll. We are forking out like $5,000 a week in payroll almost, and it's like, holy cow, like this is crazy. And so growth sucks cash. And so it's like managing cash flow. And we do use credit. I leverage credit to help grow our business. We receive a lot of rewards points for that. That turns into money. If you want to, you can get it in cash back. You can get it in whatever you want. For me, I use that, and it's like it's helped me in a lot of cases. And I'll be totally open about that. I would talk about that on any show, any podcast, any question. I 100% will be open about that. And I'm not going to hide that stuff from you just because like we have a platform or a podcast. Like we're running a real business. And whether you have a podcast or not, like let's show the real business and what actually is happening, right? That's what's happening. Like we have used that to get us through times. And it's like, if you haven't, then you're the exception. Good for you. If you actually truly haven't, good for you. I'm happy. Don't change. But if you have, which is probably 80-90% of you out there, it's okay. But the goal is to like use it wisely. And so we use credit. Like I said, we use credit. We have a line of credit and we use credit cards. And so that floats us to get us a couple weeks at a time. And it's like, when I say floats us, we're not in a never ending debt spiral. Like we're not in debt. We are using credit cards and we pay them off at the end of the month. So we're not carrying over debt every month, if that makes sense. But we are using them to extend. Like we'll buy material on a card or whatever, and we'll get paid for that job. But that we're not going to pay for that material technically. We're not going to pay our statement for another 30 days or 15 days or whatever your statement balance is for that time, however far out you are when you purchase. Blah blah blah. We're not going into all that. I'm just saying, growth sucks cash. And so you got a lot of material, you got a lot of things in and out, a lot of payroll in and out. And so you got to learn how to manage cash flow. I am learning how to manage cash flow. Like, we're figuring it out. What is the best way to spend money? When is the best time to spend money? Where do we put our money? We talked about last week, like, how do we reinvest? Where do we stick our money? Do we spend cash? Do we finance? Like, there's a lot of things that come into that, because if I'm trying to grow, I can't just go throw my cash away. Like, I can't do it. So we will use financing options to grow and leverage our cash, put that cash towards real major growth, earn multiples on that cash, and then we'll see growth in the end and true profit and process and progress along the way. And so we're figuring it out. It's a never-ending journey, I don't think. I think even as you grow, you learn things along the way. Even as you have reached like the pinnacle of whatever company you say you want to get to, 10 million, 5 million, a million, like, you're still always learning. I've had plenty of conversations with guys like that, and like, they're just as humble as me, if not more humble, because they're like, dude, we knew nothing. We learned along the way. We figured it out. And so I've personally watched guys go from 2, 3, 4 employees to 10, 12, 15 employees. And like, their payroll is like $8,000 to $10,000 a week. Like, you got to be producing some serious revenue for that. And so we're trying to just grow our revenues, grow our profits to match the amount of payroll and expenses that we're having in our company. And so it's never ending. We're trying to pay our guys really good. We're trying to grow profits. We're trying to train, and it's hard because, like, you think, man, when do I have time for training? I'm just trying to get the work done. And this is something that I preach to myself about. Literally, like, every day I think I tell myself this. I have to train, I have to train, I have to train. We had a meeting last Monday, and we talked for like 30 minutes, like just a start of the week. It was going to be a fresh week. Really, like, I wanted to just really get off to a good start that week and have a full meeting, go out, have a guy, our landscape foreman, who has never really done mowing. He had to fill in for the mow crew that day, and had him out there. And I was like, okay, this is this. We explained some things, like the very, very basics of training that we could verbally do. Said, don't do this, don't do that, blah, blah, blah. And turns out we break a window that morning. And it's like, it's no fault of his own, because he was not properly trained. And like, that just comes back on me as an employer, as a boss. Like, he's going to feel bad because he broke something. He's going to think I'm going to take it out of his check. And it's like, should I take it out of his check? Or should I not? Well, why should I? Because he didn't know what to do. It wasn't negligence. It wasn't being type of way. Like, he just didn't know. And it's those are learning processes. Like, it's what you learn from that, right? That's what we always talk about. It's only a failure if you don't learn anything. And so it's not a failure. He learned, I learned. We have to train better. Through LMN, we're going to be utilizing Greenius. So LMN bought out Greenius last year or year before. I don't remember. Somewhat recently. And so those two are now partnered under the LMN name and or the LMN company. And so we're excited to put Greenius to use. That is an online training platform that it has like, I don't know, it has a ton of already videos that are already in this database, but you can add new videos. You can like personally customize and create your own videos for your company and stick those in your Greenius account for all your employees to see. So as we do that, I'm going to document it, and we'll put it on our Instagram like as we do that and go through there of how we're doing that process and what we're going to do to use it to grow. If you have grown and you've grown employees and you've grown your company, I would love to hear how you've trained properly, because like training is what allows you to get off the truck and allows you to stop having callbacks and fixing things. And right now I feel like my time gets caught up in the most like handling callbacks and fixing things. And so until I can like eliminate that off my list for the most part, or get that thing like narrowed down to like an hour a week, not 5 hours a week or 10 hours a week, then like until I can do that, we're not going to grow at the rate that I would like to. And so how have you trained properly? What has your process been? And right now it's like I'm trying to meet with my employees one-on-one, figure out their mission, their values, where do they want to go? How do they pair with ours? And I want to get on the same page and like, hey, this is where we want to go. Let's go there together. And so I'm trying to build a really good team culture here that everyone fits in. Everyone wants to be a part of a winning culture. And so it's been overall it's been a good start to the year. Again, we're just like working the kinks out, getting everything going, trying to get into a good flow. And so we're growing, we're learning. I hope you are growing as well. And you don't have to grow to 500,000 or a million or whatever. Like, grow at the rate you want to grow, but just try to do it, and never forget that people are always watching you, and try to be a good example to them. And that's my thing, is like, as I grow, I know we have a voice. I know we have a little bit of a platform. And so I want to share that with you, and I want to be an encouragement to you. But I want to also show you that, like, I want to show you the real and the raw, and like, hey, if you're going to do this, this is what you sign up for. Be ready for it. Like, a lot of late nights, a lot of getting caught up, a lot of computer work, and we're getting everything into Element right now. Like, it's a process. It is a process getting everything in there and set up. The software is so advanced; it can do so many things. But getting your whole database in there and getting everything in a good flow and learning the software is not an easy undertaking. So be prepared for that. And but we got to have it to grow, and so it's helped us so much. Tremendous known estimates, and I'm pretty happy with where we are. Definitely not satisfied. Like, the saying that I always go by, I haven't said it in a while. If you're new to the show, one of my go-to sayings is content, never satisfied. So, like, I don't want to be always chasing the next thing, the biggest thing, the brighter thing. Like, that's not what I want to do. I want to be content where I'm at, but I don't want to be satisfied. I want to be getting better. And so we don't have to be growing to 1 million. If we're going to be content at 300,000, cool, stay at 300,000 if that's what you want, but be better at 300,000. You could be better and hold on to more profit, or you can be better and have a better environment for your employees. Like, just always be looking to grow. Don't be satisfied with where you're at, because I promise you got room to grow somewhere. People, the largest leaders in the industry, the largest leaders in the world, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, would tell you they've got a lot to learn. Without their team around them, they wouldn't be anywhere where they are today. And so if you have a team around you that knows bigger, better, smarter than you are in certain areas, then guess what? You got things you can learn and grow in, right? And so that's where I'm at right now, is like trying to build a career-minded team of individuals that want to grow, want to learn, and we want to expand our services a little bit, make our customer experience a lot better. And so that is, growth is hard. That's, at the end of the day, growth is hard. This is the beginning stages for us. I just wanted to share it with you, walk through like little challenges that we've walked through, like the cash flow, needing the vehicle. If we grow the mowing anymore, we're going to have to get new mowers. And so we're navigating, we're figuring out as we go along the way. But I'm excited for what we can do moving forward. With all of you guys behind me in my corner, I really appreciate the support, because it means the world to me that we get to do this. Really, like, I say that on every other show, but it truly does mean so much that we get to do it. Great friends in the industry, great people in the industry that we can turn to and look up to, like Launchpreneur Academy. You heard about their stuff on the show today. Launchpreneur Academy, guys, is one of the best places you can go if you want to start growing your company. It has anything you can think of just about for contracts, service agreements. There's all kind of templates for postcards and flyers, there's all kinds of stuff in there. There's so much stuff in there. There's too much. There's too much for me to name off. Like, I've personally bought things from Launchpreneur Academy, like the price increase, the customer agreement letter, the service agreement. I'm blanking. I'm pretty sure there's a handbook in there. I'm blanking on all that's in there. And so go check out launchpreneuracademy.com today. Everything that Brian's got going on there has been awesome. He's helped the industry so much. I'm happy to call him a friend and a mentor in the industry, and excited to see what his future holds, what Launchpreneur Academy's future holds, and what your future holds as well. So we've had some great guests come on. We had a great guest come on in Austin on Wednesday. We got some great guests coming on. We have an exciting guest next week, and then the Marriage Monday the week following is going to be awesome. Excited for that. We're going to have a great guest interview. So a lot of big things happening. I know it's busy, but hunker down, keep pushing, and you can get through. Keep your head up and don't let up, because I know that what you're chasing is going to be worth it if you just have the right attitude, put the right people around you, build the right support team, and nobody's going to stop you. So keep chasing, guys. Keep growing. I am super appreciative of everything you do here. Supporting us on the show means the world that we get to do it. Seriously, 3 times a week. Share the show if you don't mind. Put it on your Instagram stories, your Snapchat stories, your Facebook stories, whatever stories you got, put it on it. It helps us grow the show and bring more people in so we can grow the community one relationship at a time. But I appreciate you tuning in. Y'all have a great weekend. It means the world, again, that we get to do it 3 times a week. This is the last one for this week. We'll catch you back here on Monday for Marriage Monday. So without any further ado, that's going to wrap this one up, and we look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next one.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.